I once dated a Filipina here in Hong Kong, where I also record this video from. And long story short, she ended our relationship because she wanted to move back to the Philippines. She worked here for some years, and she wanted to move back, and I couldn't because I just took up a job here in Hong Kong a few months earlier, and I also didn't want to leave from here because I worked very hard to get this job. So that basically was a deal breaker for her, but I was very sad, to be honest, and a little bit heartbroken also, just a little bit. But I was sad about this whole thing. My self-esteem also suffered, and but I wanted to stay here in Hong Kong, work on my career. I didn't want to settle in the Philippines yet. By the way, if you want to settle in the Philippines, then I suggest and advise to you that you check out this website, Filipino Visa. Filipino Visa is a great service, full service immigration service, very reliable, fast visa assistance. They operate and work two ways. So if you want to bring your Filipino partner over, let's say, to the United States, they will help you with all the formalities and visa issues and stuff. But also if you want to settle in the Philippines, as I did not want at the time, Filipino Visa will assist you with all kinds of matters. They offer consultations, in-person assistance in the Philippines. They help you with documents, legal documents, travel matters, hotel matters, anything. This is the only visa service I really recommend if you want to apply for your spousal and fiancé visa. The link is in the description. If you want to go ahead and give it a try. So as for me, when my Filipina girlfriend ended our relationship at the time, I was, like I said, a bit devastated, emotionally involved, of course. It was painful, but I knew I had to pick up myself again, and the best way to do that, and this is actually the topic of today's video, is I want to talk about being a playboy and being in an abundance mindset. So I had to pick up myself, and I knew that from before, from also dating in Europe and Germany before. So that was for me the best remedy always, to get active again. Why is that important? And by the way, in Hong Kong that was no big deal to meet new girls, as I already outlaid now in some of my previous videos, right? Hong Kong skyline. Later I will make a U-turn, and then you're gonna see the other side. And by the way, this is Kowloon over there. Kowloon side, as we say in Hong Kong. And then behind the mountains are the new territories, and then already China. So dating girls in Hong Kong is not even a piece of cake. It is a walk in a park, and while you're eating a piece of cake. But I knew I had to get busy again, because these are the benefits if you start dating immediately other girls again, even you are not in the mood, I was not in the mood to date at the time, but I knew that would help me, because number one, I would get busy again with girls. I would have a goal. I would have a new focus, and obviously one of the most important benefits. It would be a great distraction from the breakup, you know, and the negative feelings and the pain and the sadness and stuff like that, you know. So, and this is what we guys need, right? This is how we are wired. We need a mission, we need a goal, we need to focus, we need to have a project, we need to kind of channel our energy into other matters, right? And we also need success experiences as men. Women also need that, but especially men. And I needed success experiences to pick myself up again. But also the most important thing is that I again very quickly come into this abundance mindset, you know, by not only dating one girl, yeah, breaking up with one and then looking for another girl. No, I just started dating several girls at a time. And to get into this abundance mindset, which I will discuss in a second here. And this is what I mean when I say playboy. Yeah, being a playboy, if you are not in a relationship, is okay. If you are not in a relationship, in a committed relationship, then being a playboy is okay, and I will explain what I mean. And this is the Hong Kong KCR, actually. They have an MTR and KCR, part of the public transportation system. That was my way to work here in Hong Kong. I always had to use the KCR. I don't know why this thing is here. You can take a seat inside. Anyway, so being a playboy, and some of, especially the girls, will maybe now cry out loud, but no, this is what you need to become. Yeah. As long as you are not in we are not in a committed relationship, in my opinion, because as long as you're not lying to the girl, yeah, about your commitment to her, or that you love her, or that you even promise to marry her, all that BS, you know, no commitments. That is what I mean with being a playboy. Love is playful anyway. Flirting is playful. And in English it's also called game, right? Game. The game between men and women. Dating. The dating game. This is being called game for a very good reason, yeah. Because men play their game and also women play their game. And women are great game players. And this is what the whole thing is about. Mating, dating is playing games. Playboy. Or you could also say Game Boy, whatever you want. But the term playboy has a very negative connotation, obviously, but I don't see it that dramatic, you know. Before you are not in a committed relationship, everything is and should be playful and flirty and fun and relaxed, right? And as I mentioned, no, I'm not going to show you this train from the inside. You all have seen these trains, it's nothing special, right? Anyway, here the wow skyline of Hong Kong. Today we have good weather. The past 2 days was raining, windy, stormy. And women are the greatest game players when it comes to dating. Believe it or not. The funny thing is actually that, let's say you go on a dating site, create a profile and stuff, and then you check out other women's profile, you know, and you can see from time to time women posting on their profile also statements like, no games please, no playboys, you know, things like that. But you know what the funny thing is? women who make these statements are the first ones to start playing games. It's ridiculous, actually. Yeah, they say women say no games, please, but they are the first one to start playing games. Very subtle, of course. I confronted women with this statement, and they couldn't fathom it. They even got upset about it, because women also here in Asia, of obviously Filipinas, Indonesians, whatever you name it, they don't know how attraction really works, so they have no bloody clue. And women play their games, trust me. They also play their game. They have their agenda. And they're also dating several guys at the same time. I don't need to tell you this. And they drop you for another guy immediately if they can move up the ladder. It's a little bit generalizing here, but you know, every woman is also a little bit different, of course. But women, they stay in a relationship, many of them, until they found a new guy, and only then they break up. But anyway, this is just a side note. I want to talk about the abundance mindset. So that should be our general attitude when it comes to dating. And this is also what I needed to get into again, because when Filipina, when we broke up, I was kind of in a lost mindset, you know, a weak mindset, defensive, lonely, and you cannot call this an abundance mindset, you know, because I had nothing basically. This is how it felt at the time. So abundance means you date 5, 6, 7 different women maybe. Let's say 4 or 5. With me, 4 to 5 women works best. I'm not talking about having a relationship with them, just talking about dating. I don't focus on one, and you shouldn't either. You waste your time. Don't take that stuff too serious. Focus on several women. And the abundance mindset is also important, because if you date several different women at the same time, you are not coming across as needy, you know. This is a great side effect I learned. If you focus only on one woman, then, and you are a needy guy anyway, then you come across very, very needy, and you will chase off this woman at the end of the day. Also here in Asia, it's Asian women. And with being a playboy, being playful, flirty, just enjoy having fun, there's nothing, no commitment, nothing involved yet, you have options also, right? So if I date 4 or 5 different Filipinas here, or Indonesians, or Thai girls, I have different options. And I'm also indifferent, right? I don't need to just be needy and wait for the girl always to, I don't know, engage with me. That also builds mystery, of course, when you are in an abundance mindset, because for the girl, I mean, because you also start to build anticipation with her, because you're busy, you're not always available. You're not constantly texting her, one single girl, you know, you're texting with 5 or 6 girls, you know, you engage with 5 or 6 girls, you're busy, you're dating them, you're meeting them, you're texting them. You're not constantly waiting for only a message from this one girl, you know. This is the dynamic. So, and this is what I also did, and I just kept going. And it sounds maybe a little bit like out of the playbook, but playbook, you know. There is not really a playbook, you know. It sounds a bit like using a certain technique here, but it is not really a technique, because it's not like, oh, okay, I date 4 or 5 different girls, and then I do this. This is we men. We are logical and rational creatures. You know, we always are. We think logically, but of course this does not really work very well sometimes, especially when it comes to dating and mating, because we guys are rational and logical, and the women are emotional. You know. And women engage with you on an emotional level, not on a rational, logical level. But anyway, another side note here. This is what I had to do, you know. I had to keep going and going until I found another Filipina here in Hong Kong at the time, and it took me a few weeks, you know. And this is the whole story. This is what I wanted to share with you today. How my girlfriend broke up because she wanted to move back. I was heartbroken, basically, devastated, sad, disappointed also. And then I had to get busy quickly, get active again, started to date, even if I didn't feel that way. And not only one girl, and then because we focus on one girl only, then what? And then she doesn't like you, and then you experience the same shit again pretty quickly. No, be the playboy, okay, and play. I'm not playing with the feelings of the girl or playing with her heart. I mean, play basically with yourself. You know, play. I think you know what I mean, right? I hope you get it. Just don't take that stuff too serious, and this is when you are indifferent and funny and relaxed, and if you don't take things too serious, then you are most attractive to women, also here in Asia, you know. But although the dynamics in Asia are a little bit different, and I will shoot a video about this because it is important information I have to share with you, because there are dating coaches out there in the Western world who have written great books also and have great YouTube channels, and their advice is certainly spot on, there is no question, but they talk about dating in Western countries, and there is a difference, because I tried these tactics also here in Asia, and they don't work because simply of the culture here, and but this is something I will discuss in the future. Important information, but for now, yeah, that's it for today. So I had to keep going, and as just mentioned, I eventually found a new Filipina girlfriend here in Hong Kong, but she didn't want to move back, and I still also remained in Hong Kong. I didn't want to go to the Philippines, but if you want to move to the Philippines, if you are 100% sure because your partner is there, your fiance is there, or your girlfriend is there, or you think you're gonna retire in the Philippines, then click the link in the description, Filipino Visa. These guys, they will assist you with all your legal matters and visa matters in the Philippines. And with that being said, I'm checking out for today. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. What is your tactic? What is your strategy to overcome a breakup? Do you agree with me, or do you say, what the hell are you talking about? Playboy. No, I want to be a gentleman. Yeah. I want to be the nice guy. I'm not saying you shouldn't be nice to women. I mean James Bond also was a nice guy to women, but he also was a playboy, right? But anyway, looking forward to your comments and opinions, because they are very interesting. Yeah. I learn from the comments. Every guy has a slightly different perspective most of the time, and also therefore, because you guys have made your own experiences, so therefore every one of you there is a kernel of truth to everyone's comment, and it's very interesting to learn and to add to the puzzle, basically, or to solve the puzzle of relationships and dating. All right, see you soon. Take care, bye bye.